The Supreme Court heard oral arguments this morning over whether the University of Kentucky breached its contract with students after switching to virtual classes during the spring of 2020. WKYT's Garrett Weimer is in studio with more from today's hearing. Garrett.
Well, Victor, court wrapped up just about 20 minutes ago or so. Now, the issues here are over that contract between university and students, refunds for tuition and fees, and access to university facilities after UK went virtual back in March 2020. Now, the attorney representing Peter Riegard and potentially other students as a class action says there's a dramatic difference between virtual classes and in-person classes, and he says UK even acknowledges that by charging different tuitions and fees for distance learning students. Meanwhile, UK's legal team claimed government immunity from the lawsuit and argued the contract between university and student is merely for registration.
All students stopped getting what they bargained for and reasonably expected to receive when they entered a lawfully authorized written contract enrolling in the University of Kentucky.
But we have to have the specific promises that these students allege in the contract in order to be actionable under the waiver. Otherwise, you don't have a suit on the contract. And that is the guts of this issue today, Your Honor.
Now, in her questioning, Justice Michelle Keller compared the pandemic to a natural disaster and asked what the responsibility would be if that were the case here. Now we wait for a decision. The Supreme Court typically releases its opinions on Thursdays, but it could be several weeks before we have an answer to this one. Victor?